Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome yourself to the Wants to Battle tag video thing or whatever. I don't know, man. I've seen this tag thing around a decent amount of times and I have no real clue what it is. I've only just found out what it is, to be honest. But I was tagged by my good friend Jacove. Hard work really does pay off. And basically it just seems to be a bunch of questions, blah blah blah, a lot of them being Pokemon related, hence the name Wants to Battle. So I guess we may as well just get started. There's no real introduction for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So question 1, how did you get your mascot? Now if you're not aware, my mascot is Ness, specifically the black shirt with the Mr. Saturn on it and the sort of like magenta hat Ness. And there's a lot of reasons for that. So first off, the reason my mascot is Ness is because, well, I love the Mother series, but there's a big reason why it's specifically Ness, even though I prefer something like Mother 3 and Lucas and that sort of stuff. The reason behind it being Ness is actually because one of the first, not one of the first, the absolute first series I ever watched on YouTube was Earthbound from Chica Conroy. That was my first introduction to YouTube, and if it weren't for that series from Chica Conroy, I would not be doing YouTube right now, I would not be talking to you guys right now, and so on and so forth. So that's why Ness is my mascot. As to why it's those colors specifically, it more has to do with like my Smash main, which is that Ness, specifically with those colors and everything. And so I thought, hey, why not? Let me just make it both of these, or technically this, because I kind of do like that color scheme and everything a lot more, and so on and so forth. So that's why that Ness is my icon, or mascot, whoops. But you get the point. Aside from that, I know some people might be like, oh, did you have a previous quote-unquote mascot? And honest to God, I didn't really have any mascot. All I really had was like a character, and even then, I didn't really establish a character for a very long time until I eventually started using Ness as my mascot, and so on and so forth. So that's question 1. Question 2, respond to your most popular comments. I don't really get what this question really means, but if it means like comments I get often, then let's see. So what is your intro music? What is your intro music? Intro song? What's the song that played at the beginning? Intro music. Intro music? Intro music. What's the song at the start? That's the comment I get most often. And I guess I really should put it in the description, but for the most part, when people typically ask that, it's when I use my regular intro, which you saw at the start of the video, and I'll just put that on screen and put it in the description for those who were wondering. I love that song. I actually found it a while back. I found it more than a year ago, or something along those lines. Yeah, like a year ago or so, a couple months ago, maybe, I don't know. But I've had it for a while, and I actually, like, just one day I was just like, you know what, this kind of fits with like the assets I'm gonna be using in this intro, so let me use it in this intro. So that's that. As for other comments that I can think about, truth be told, there's no like specific main comments I get. It's just mostly that and just regular comments. So that's that. Sorry, I don't have a really good answer for that. But question 3, what was your best Pokemon moment of 2015? Now, there aren't any real, actually, I guess there are a couple, but let's see. One of them certainly has to be hatching a shiny Shroomish. I spent like a week on that, and if you're unaware, for one, Shroomish is one of my favorite Pokemon, and on top of that, Shroomish as well as Breloom's shinies are like some of my absolute favorites, so getting that was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Another moment, I guess I could really, like, I'm trying to think, there aren't all too many, like, quote-unquote, best Pokemon moments, but a recent one, like very recent, especially to this video, a recent one probably has to be in my Black 2 Egglocke, where I somehow managed to save myself from losing the lock with Superfish, my Lumineon, and that, I don't know how I did that, but Lumineon was my last Pokemon, and I managed to stall it until the enemy, which was just Marlin, the final gym leader of Black 2. I don't know, yeah, I just managed to stall it until they started struggling, and I saved the lock there, so that's probably one of my best Pokemon moments, to be honest. Question 4, what do you think the next mainstream Pokemon game will be, and why? This, I thought about this for a while when there was literally, like, no Pokemon-related news, and honest to God, what I do see is something relating to, like, Kalos. Maybe not specifically X and Y or Z or anything of that sort, but something relating to Kalos. I can it's just been sitting there. They've been introducing a lot more Zygarde stuff to us. It's like it's bound to happen. So maybe we'll have another like platinum sort of situation, or maybe we'll have another like black and white 2 situation. I don't know, but personally I feel it's going to be just some continuation of Kalos of sorts, you know? And as I said, like the reason, because it says and why, is you know, they've just been throwing a lot of stuff involving Kalos at us and so on and so forth, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen. For all we know, we'll get a remake or something, and that'd be pretty cool. Question number 5. What can your viewers expect in 2016? For 2016, and starting hopefully this month, I don't know, more consistent uploads. I know, for a couple weeks, I really was not doing good on uploads. Like, I kept missing uploads, I kept missing episodes, all that sort of stuff, and so on and so forth, but I have all of December planned out. Hopefully I can get to work on that. And basically, I have a lot of series in the works, both Pokemon and non-Pokemon, keep in mind. Like, I do have a lot of non-Pokemon stuff planned, hopefully for 2016 as well. But I hope to also bring back Pokemon more in a more focused format, if that makes any sense. Because I know I don't really have an insane amount of Pokemon on my channel, even though that is the primary thing that I do. So look out for that. Question 6. What advice would you give to someone starting out on YouTube? And then in parentheses, if it's yourself who's starting out, what advice would you like to follow? So obviously I'm going to be answering the first part, which is what advice would I give to someone starting out on YouTube? All right, there are a lot of things, but I may as well get started. So number 1, don't fake your personality for YouTube. Do not. Be as real as possible as you can with YouTube. If you're not a funny person, don't try and be funny. Do not force humor. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen like people forcing humor, people copying other YouTubers. That's another thing. Don't copy other YouTubers. Be yourself. I know you always hear that in like YouTubers like, oh, just be yourself and you'll get far on YouTube. But honestly, just be yourself. Nobody likes seeing a copy of another YouTuber. Nobody. I'm telling you, nobody likes seeing a copy of another YouTuber. So be yourself. Don't force comedy, especially that. Do not force comedy, because you don't want somebody to be cringing at your video and then post it on some like, oh, the cringe subreddit or something. You do not want that to happen. You want to be able to be proud of your content. That's another thing. Don't put out content you're not proud of. If you're not fully satisfied with what your content is like, improve it in some way, whether it be, you know, more editing, more stuff of that sort. Don't not be proud of your content, because if you're not proud of your content, why are you doing YouTube? Just quit. And I know that sounds a bit harsh, but seriously, if you're not proud of your content, why are you doing this? You get my point? Hopefully you do. Another thing is, try and get ahead of the game when you're uploading videos. So say for example me, as I said, I have all of December planned out. Try and do things like that. Try and get series planned out before they're actually uploaded and such. Like the Undertale series that I'm doing at the moment, I have that all scheduled out. I've had it scheduled out for a month, basically, because I pre-recorded that all within the span of a couple weeks, and then it took me a while to render them, but you get the point. So basically try and get ahead of yourself with videos and such, so you're not missing out and so you're more consistent. So that's my answer for that. So just be yourself, don't force humor, try your hardest, be proud of your content, so on, so forth. Question number 7. What was your favorite Pokemon video, or what has your favorite Pokemon video of 2015 been? I don't really have an answer for this, truth be told. I don't really watch many Pokemon videos, and that's not to say I don't like them, but I just simply don't watch many Pokemon videos. Truth be told, I don't even watch a lot of YouTube. All I really watch are the Game Grumps and Northern Line. That's all I really watch, to be honest, and on a consistent basis, I should say. That's all I really watch. And aside from that, there's not much Pokemon stuff, truth be told. That's kind of it. And that's not to say like, oh, there haven't been Pokemon videos I've liked this year, but off the top of my head, I really can't remember one, so my bad. And on to the last question thing. This isn't really a question, it's more just recommend a tuber with less subscribers that your subscriber will love, or subscribers will love. And you know what? Just recommending one feels like picking a favorite child, so I'm gonna recommend 4 guys to you guys. 4 guys to you guys, that sounds redundant. I'm gonna recommend 4 people to you guys that hopefully you guys will like. So first off, we got Throw. Throw actually had a channel a while back. He had like 13 something K on it, and I actually used to watch him back then. I actually used to watch his content a while back, and then I sadly stopped watching, blah blah blah. But then I saw, oh yeah, Shadow Throw. Oh, like, yeah, the blah blah blah, whatever. He has 1.8K on that channel. He's a really nice guy, and it's cool to see the fact that he likes my content as well, since I've actually watched a lot of his stuff before, so that's pretty cool. So if you don't already watch Throw, Link on the screen. Haha, yeah. Next up, Good Guy Ghastly. I found Good Guy Ghastly a couple months back when he did like Omegle Plays Pokemon or something like that. I found that, and then I was like, oh, this is like a really original and cool concept. So I subscribed to him, followed him on Twitter, and he followed me back. So that was pretty cool. He's also a very nice guy. Go follow him. Or go subscribe to him. He sadly doesn't post insanely consistent content, but he's got a lot of content on his channel that I'm pretty sure you guys will love. I know I did. Another YouTuber, Jacob. Jacob, hard work really does pay off. He has like 200 something subscribers since he switched from Tectonics. Go subscribe to Jacob. He makes great content. I love his content. Also, where's Blue Kaizo, Jacob, huh? And last person I'm going to recommend is my good buddy Ethan, IWR Gaming. Chances are you've probably seen him a lot on my channel with things such as the Gastro Theory video or the verses, so on and so forth. If you're not already subscribed to him, what's wrong with you? I do videos with this man extremely often. Like, go subscribe to him. He makes hilarious content. I love Ethan's content, and that's why we managed to work so decently well together, because we have this connection. No, we don't. I don't know, but I guess that's really it. I know you're supposed to like tag 3 people or something, but God knows I can't be bothered to tag people, so guess what? I'm not tagging anybody. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this little tag video thing, whatever, I don't know, go ahead and drop a like. I almost said and answer the comment question of the day. And drop a comment as well while you're at it. So with that, I shall see you guys next time. See you.